All right, are we live yet? Are we live? We live? People are watching? Are y'all watching? Tell somebody on Facebook, or tweet or text, or send somebody. Fall from Grace Cast is live on Facebook right now. I don't know which is my camera? Are you my camera? My single? Okay, great. Listen, thank you all so much. Thank you all so much for tuning in today in a little Facebook Live. We're going to talk about a fall from grace. Listen. My 25 years in this business, I have never seen a reaction like I have seen to a fall from grace. Listen, these two right here, Miss Crystal Fox, who is her first leading role, and I'm so super proud of her because this is her first time, these years in the business, this is the first time where she gets to really show all the talent that she has, and I'm just so happy for her. Billboard in Times Square, y'all saw me post about that. Yes. And Miss Brescia Webb, who is, listen, brilliant actress. I've worked for me on Acrimony for about 5 minutes in one scene, and I'm like, this girl is brilliant. I never knew the comedy that she did, and I only saw her as this dramatic actress, and I thought, okay, and put her in this role, and she kills it. Also sitting here with the one and only Miss Felicia Rashad, who is the epitome of class and grace, and it shows up not only on screen but in everything she does. I love working with you. I love working with this woman and having this cast come together, rounded out with Miss Cicely Tyson, who's on her way. You don't rush to greatness. You don't rush to greatness. And Mr. Makad Brooks, who plays the best devil I've ever seen on camera. It was really good, man, really good. Thank you. So this is our Facebook Live. Tweet, text, call somebody, tell them, hey, check out Facebook Live. This is where we are right now. We're going to answer your questions. We're going to tell you about Fall from Grace. Let's get into this, guys. We got some questions from you.
We got questions right here.
They're random.
All right. You pick.
Oh, Lord.
All right.
Crystal goes first. Crystal goes first.
Well, I'm picking for you.
Okay.
All right. How about that? Will that work, everybody?
Okay.
Well, I'm supposed to have glasses. No, just kidding. What was it like shooting at the new Tyler Perry studio? This is Brescia Webb.
It was incredible. I mean, I had the pleasure of shooting Acrimony there.
Yeah, it's your second time. Yeah.
It was my second time. And for me, it was amazing shooting there because all of the locations were there. So we could just go from one place to the next, and we were flowing. We were just in that moment of every situation. It was great. Yeah, it was perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, thank you. Thank
Look what he did.
Now you pulling for her.
Oh, okay.
Make it a good one.
Lots of pressure. What do you think happens to Sarah when we see her at the end of the movie? What do you think? Well, we should ask you.
You know what? I feel like, in my mind, I feel like that Grace is going to be looking for her for every chance she gets. I think that Grace and Jasmine team up to start an innocence project to help women who are in prison get out and hear their stories, but at the same time while they're trying to track her down. But I don't know, she's slick, man. She's slick and so good. I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I'm like
I think that's the secret.
a trip from grace. I don't mean a search from grace. I mean, a tip from grace. Okay. That's serious.
That's good. That's good. That's good. A tip from Grace. That's good.
That's good.
Okay, who's next?
Okay.
What emojis would you use to describe this movie? All of them.
Hold on, guys. All right, we're live. And come slide over, everybody.
Yes.
We got a legend walking in right now. So this is where everything pauses, everything slows down as she comes in. The one and only Miss Cicely Tyson. We're live, baby. We're live. We're live. Come on in here.
Look at you.
Come on in here.
Come on, Queen.
Miss Cicely Tyson. Miss Cicely Tyson.
Yes, Queen.
I'll take that necklace right off.
How are you, though?
As
So
for
good to see
you,
Come on, we're live. The people are watching. Come on, sit down.
what people?
The people all over the world are watching right now. That's right. That's perfect. That's perfect. Have a seat there.
Oh, wonderful.
Have a seat there.
Gorgeous.
Are you watching?
All right, let's see. Whose turn is it?
Thank you.
Yo, give it up, Miss Cicely Tyson, who just joined us. Legend.
Legend.
How
old
for?
means you're old.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, it means you're great.
You're
You're
great.
great.
You're great. Great. How
Great.
fortunate is it?
What dictionary did you look that up?
The one where your face is in where it's great? How fortunate is it for me to have this cast?
Wow.
This cast. They put it down. They put it down.
How serendipitous.
How serendipitous.
The next question is, Tyler, how did you pick the cast for this film? What is going on here, man?
That's not
That's
staged.
literally the question.
Yes.
First of all,
tell you.
anytime I get an opportunity to work with Miss Cicely Tyson, I want to. I want to call her up. I want to work with her. And I wanted to make sure that I had an opportunity to the script for me was so powerful. I wanted to make sure that the actors that I hired could bring it to life. And to have this cast pull off, I can't wait for you to see it. That's all I got to say. And those of you who have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. You haven't seen
I watched
it?
it 5 times, and I have never done that.
Really? You've never watched anything of yours that you were in?
That's right.
You watched it 5 times?
5 times.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
That's what you call binge.
Hello.
Yeah, binge. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's something.
I got to
Thank
catch
you.
up.
It really is something.
Thank you.
I'm telling you.
And I loved your character in it. And when she, listen,
When you in the window,
Oh,
come on.
listen, the people screamed in Atlanta. Screamed.
I see you in the window. And
You're a legend.
listen, when you got up from the table to
Cool.
leave,
I said, I'm
they
outta
were
here.
screaming like, oh, no, she's out of here. She's
Outta
not
here.
staying around for that. She's not staying around for that. It's so good.
Y'all seen it. You know what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
you know
Yes, yes,
you
yes.
watched
Tell you something. When Netflix called me and told me they wanted me to go here, there, and everywhere, I said, wait a minute, excuse me. I'm not the star of this show. I got one line in it.
That's not true.
That's
No,
not true.
but that's how you kill one line.
Not true. She didn't have one line. That's not true.
Right, she had more than one.
Right.
If she had only one, she would
But
still.
still.
Yes.
You know, truthfully speaking, she doesn't need a.
Hey, right.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello?
That's right.
Hello?
That's right.
Hello?
That's right.
There you go.
You appeared.
Iconic.
That's right.
And even ever since Diary of a Mad Black Woman, when she said yes, because Ms. Tyson, we know that you've always been extremely selective about the work that you do. So, and when I sent the script to her for Diary of a Mad Black Woman, I said, "You think she's gonna do it, Kimberly?" She's like, "I don't know. She's so selective." When you said yes, I was like, "Yes!" And I asked her, I said, "I know you're extremely selective, so you must have liked the script." She said, "Well, I'm here."
Well, I was there and happy to be there.
Yeah. It's been 15 years. 15 years since the movie came out. 15 years. Yeah.
I cannot believe
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Remarkable.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
So let's see what we got. Who's got one? We're pulling. I'll give you one to read.
Today.
We're answering these questions, okay? So I'll give you one to read.
Oh, I answered a whole lot of questions
Well-
yesterday.
Well, let's see what yours is.
What was your reaction when you read the script? I said he's up to no good.
That's the same thing I said about my character.
and I was absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Because he had something else in mind. Okay? And he was trying to get me down here for that something else.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, it
Of
was.
course you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. No, it was her birthday, and we were shooting on her birthday.
Yes.
So when she came into the studio, everybody was there with applause and balloons and cake and everything. But no, I wanted you to come to work. I'll give you
Called
cake,
me
but I
up
want
and
you to
he
come to work.
says, would you do, would you do a role for one day? I said, where's the script? He said, I'll send it to you. I said, send me the script and I'll tell you. So he sent me the script and I read it. And I said, when did we start? I said to him, when did we start? He said, well, I'll talk to, you want to do it? I said, when do we start? And so he said, I'll talk to your managers and agents. I said, when you do that, let me know. And so I ended up with that one line in there.
That's not one line.
Not one line, and you guys there watching.
It's
No,
not one line.
not one line.
She not one line. She actually she's so pivotal. She brings it all together for her.
Everything.
She's so pivotal in all of it. She's seen everything. She's witnessed it all. Yeah.
In one day.
All right, I have one.
You're the hero.
I have one. Crystal,
Uh-oh.
I love you in the have and have-nots. What is the difference of working with Tyler on a movie? What's the difference?
No, the thing is, Tyler's more intense and focused, and I was nervous when he had to warn me. When he said, "I'm different." When I was like, "What does that mean?" And he would. I was like, "What does that mean?" No, but no, it was just as wonderful. Yeah, yes, he did. He was just he was more intensely focused, and that was interesting for me because I was so busy trying to do my part. But when I wasn't doing that, I was trying to watch him and see what he was doing. One of the things I thought was most amazing was I had to do this scene. I didn't know that Tyler was even in it until the first day we shot. So I thought, oh, you tricked me. So anyway, that was fun. It was so much fun.
Don't you know that?
He's full of tricks. Yes, he is.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't know that you were in it.
Yes, ma'am.
Your turn, Miss Rashad. So why don't you pull Miss Rashad and we'll see what we have here. We'll see what we have here.
Oh, this is for
Oh,
you.
that's for me. That's for me.
It's
Okay.
for you. Okay, what inspired you to make this movie?
What inspired? You know, I've written all these stories about boy meets girl, girl gets a heartbroken, boy gets heartbroken, and I just wanted to twist it and twist it and twist it. But as I was writing this, a couple of things happened. I'd seen a documentary about the public defender's office and how stressed they are, and then I thought, wow, that's a really nice element that could be added to this. And then I read in the news about a woman named Sante Kynes and her son who were going around the country grifting people, even here in New York on the Upper East Side, and something that they had done. I thought, whoa, and it all clicked and came together for me. So I appreciate it. That's
It really
really
is.
wonderful coming
It
from
really
you.
is.
Thank you.
Seriously,
Thank
it really is. I couldn't stop looking at it. I thought, I'm missing something. But I turned it on again, and I 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, I'd be sitting and watching this movie. I said, what am I looking for? You know, it's quite unique. You have grown tremendously. I don't mind saying that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because what I see in it is something that comes from your navel. Really. No, seriously.
See how she wrecks me all the time? That's why I love this woman. I love her. I love her. Can I tell them a story about you?
You can tell. Wait a minute. No, you cannot tell me the story that's out right now
Which one's that?
about me. That Billy D. Williams and I were married and had a daughter. And
I hadn't heard that one. I hadn't heard that one. I hadn't heard that one. And here's the daughter.
we met and we were married for 9 years. And we have a daughter 55 years old. I haven't met her yet.
This is why it's so important that you write that book. We've been talking about you write your book and tell your story. You have got to write your life story. Bestseller.
I'm the first one in line.
But I want to tell you this story, and stop me if you don't want me to tell you the story. So I called her up one day on FaceTime, and I'm talking to her on the phone, and we're having a great conversation. And maybe 20, 30 minutes into it, you know, I'm checking on, seeing how she's doing. She's like, this is really fascinating. I can see you. I'm like, yeah. So we kept talking. And so we keep talking. We got another 20 minutes, and she goes, this is the technology today, I can see you. I'm like, yeah, I can see you too. All I see is the phone thrown across the room. She's like, I didn't know you could see me. She's sitting up in bed with her glasses on, with her hair braided. She's like, I didn't know you could see me. Oh my goodness, what a great moment. All I see is the phone tumbling. I'm like, what is that? I laughed so hard.
That's real.
So good.
I would have done the same thing.
So good.
Don't see me like that.
So good. Guys, listen, I just want to tell you, this is kind of fun we had on set filming A Fall from Grace. I absolutely loved working with all of these incredible people. Thank you so much to all of you who have been with me from the beginning, watching these shows, watching my movies, watching everything, just being able to put me in a position to make sure that this continues to happen. Thank you for watching Fall from Grace. If you haven't seen it, go to Netflix right now. I'm telling you right now, the twists and the turns are going to blow your mind. Don't watch it by yourself. You want to see it. This one right here. This one right here. Yeah, yeah.
Watch it 5 times like Cicely.
Watch it 5 times. Watch it 5 times. A Fall from Grace is on Netflix playing right now.